St Luke's is a church of all ages and stages. We're a church family that seeks to live for Jesus, love one another, leading to transformed lives and communities. Live, love, lead. We meet on Sundays to gather for worship. We meet to celebrate our one amazing God. We have children's and youth groups on Sundays who meet together, worship together, have fun together, make crafts, and of course, learn about Jesus together. All led by amazing teams of volunteers who serve week by week. In addition to worship, teaching, and ministry on Sundays here at St Luke's, there is also the opportunity to be church family, to get to know one another better, to love one another, to be family and practically serve one another, and to care for each other. But there's a lot happening midweek too. There are life groups both in the church and in people's homes. There are one-to-ones. There's training, pastoral training, kids and youth training, worship team rehearsals, alpha, youth events, community events. There's coffee mornings, there's toddler groups, there's gardening, and there's cake making, and so much more. We are living for Jesus, loving one another, leading to transformed lives and communities. And we have seen God at work in so many ways. In two of our mission outreach activities, Cafe and Tots and 60s Plus, that happen week by week, there are amazing stories of community growing, of life breaking out and people feeling loved and nurtured. The teams and attendees have more stories to tell.
Our 60s Plus group that meets on a Tuesday morning. Certainly keeps me on my toes. It's a large group, probably about 40 of us now, with many, many different needs that come together socially in God's love, so that we as a team can minister. We believe everybody has a purpose from God until the day He calls them home. And actually for people to find that they are needed and valued, certainly at the age of 80 plus, is actually really critical for some of them. The highlights, I think, for me of this group is actually seeing God's love spreading through them, and actually how they learn to care for one another, how they're very open to God's message that comes out of the team, and actually how much they value St Luke's. They do see Tuesdays as their church day, and it's respected. And there's a lot of fun and a lot of laughter and a lot of teasing and an awful lot of cake.
I'm a bit of a connoisseur on cakes because I still make all my own cakes and what have you, but can't fault it. Everything's homemade. It's absolutely super. You know, it really is. Hello there, my name is Violet, and I prefer to be called Violet more than Vi. Do you want age?
Yes.
Coming up to 97. Well, you just can't speak highly of the women. They're absolutely marvellous. They just really are patient, and half of us sort of walking with aids and goodness, no problem to them at all. They're absolutely lovely. I think everybody you speak to looks forward to the Tuesdays, you know.
The numbers are growing, particularly since Christmas. In these last few weeks, more new members are coming along. There's a real buzz about the place on a Tuesday morning.
I love meeting people. I've always loved little kids, and it's just great to get alongside the mums and the carers. I mean, I'm now a grandmother, so there are plenty of grandparents as well who come along and just to get to know them, and we just want them to have a good, happy time.
It's meeting wonderful people. I don't have kids of my own, so when I first thought about Cafe and Tots, I thought, I don't know anything about children, but actually it's meeting the mums and the dads and the grandparents, and it's a privilege. It's such a privilege meeting them. They're great people.
The children love it. There's so much stuff for them to play with, and you know, Myla absolutely loves coming, and we like how different weeks they have different activities and things to do over on the like crafty table bit that, you know, Myla really enjoys as well. The kids love it. They absolutely love it. They have so much fun every week. The volunteers are lovely, absolutely lovely. Cake. I'm not going to avoid the cake. The cake is lovely.
Wow, what an amazing church family to be a part of at St Luke's. What a joy to see God at work in our lives and the lives of those in our community. Thank you for playing your part in seeing God's kingdom at work. Thank you for your generosity. Everything we do is only made possible by our generosity here at St Luke's. Through it, we're seeing people come to faith and lives being transformed. Let's see what God does next.